All right, I think we got 7 o'clock, so why don't we all stand for the pledge of allegiance?
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everybody. The borough has complied with the notice provisions of the Sunshine Law by adopting prior to January 10th this year, a resolution describing the dates, times, and locations of all regular meetings of the commission. This meeting is one of the meetings listed in such resolution. Copies of the resolution were by January 10th filed with the borough clerk.
The motion to file all courts, tax collector, zoning official, and municipal court.
Second.
The second reading and public hearing of ordinance 1768, approving redevelopment plan for block 22, lot 10, also known as 601 Haddon Avenue.
And 601 Hatton Avenue is where Sepori's is located. You know, you might want something else to make it more specific. This is there's a proposal to add apartments, including owner-occupied apartment above the restaurant. This is second reading and the public hearing. If anyone has anything to say about this ordinance, please come forward.
Commissioner Lewandowski?
Yes.
Commissioner Robinson? Yes. And we have the second reading and public hearing of ordinance 1769, approving redevelopment plan for block 20, block 38, lots 12.02 and 12.03, also known as 869 Haddon Avenue.
And this is the Japstro block, right? So we're kind of giving them names here, right? So this is a plan to have a single building, commercial property on the first floor. I believe four units of housing. Not sure if they're going to be condos or apartments. This is the second reading for ordinance 1769. Public hearing, so if anyone has any, please.
Okay, Commissioner Lewandowski?
Yes.
Commissioner Robinson? Yes. And we have the first reading of ordinance 1770, authorizing time restricted parking spaces on Woodlawn Avenue.
Yeah, so this is at Woodlawn and Haddon Avenue. This is the area that we're going to be building a pocket park, and Ackland is going to be developed for a local business. The idea here is knowing that there's a lot of people in and out. This area is to have time restricted parking, 15-minute parking spots available. This is the first reading, and public hearing on this will be at our next meeting, October 2nd. October 2nd.
Okay, Commissioner Lewandowski?
Yes.
Commissioner Robinson? Yes.
Then we have public comment on resolutions on the agenda. This is just for resolutions that are on the agenda. Afterwards, we'll have other public comment for any other items. Okay,
On resolutions appointing members of the Health Service Advisory Board.
do I list their names?
Would you like to?
Yeah.
Dr. Amy Henderson Riley, Diana Trasati, Carissa Shanley, Dr. John Flivitt, Sherry Jane Cola, Kelly Maya, Jeffrey Joyce, and Sandra Duffy.
And the last two, I believe, are ex officio members of the board. That Health Service Advisory Board is people that were very involved also with COVID Health Advisory Board. We're grateful for their support. So, yes.
Yes. Authorizing the purchase of a Spartan S-180 pumper truck for the Collinswood Fire Department, purchased under a national co-op.
Yes, great to have new equipment to keep our community safe. Yes.
Appointing Gavin Brodzinski as junior firefighter for the Collinswood Fire Department.
Yes.
Appointing Emma Tallman as paid intern with the Collinswood Public Library.
Yes.
Approving Apple license 2013-11 and 2013-12 to the AWA Association.
Yes.
refund of tax overpayment for 207 East Coulter Avenue and 125 East County Road.
Yes.
Requesting approval of items of revenue and appropriations for city green, for the city green grant.
Yeah, so these are sort of new revenues that were not essentially anticipated in our budget, but came forward. This is just sort of a housekeeping to add to our budget. I think it's $500 grant, so, yes.
Designating the property located at block 22, lot 13, more commonly known as 627 Haddon Avenue, as a condemnation area in need of redevelopment.
So to give everything a name, this is the formerly Sunbank property. And this went before the planning board for study, who came back with recommendations that designate this, that qualifies, designate as the redevelopment. So yes,
As, I'm sorry, and approving the payment of bills as presented by the treasurer.
yes. So, Mr. Robinson?
Good luck to everybody on the first day of school tomorrow. Hope everybody has a good holiday weekend. And a big thanks to the volunteers who cleaned up at Ferry and Haddon over the weekend and for keeping us apprised of the conditions. We can't see everything all the time, and it's see something, say something. It's really helpful.
Thank you. Among the other things, I just want to mention all the staff and at Roberts Pool. That was a great year. I hope families had a good time there. A lot of work that goes into it. Year to year, sometimes there's just things that surprise us and things we have to deal with. And this was largely a drama-free year, and we're grateful for that. It's a community treasure at Roberts Pool. So thanks to all. So we'll open it up to the public for public comment. If there's anything else that you'd like to address to the commission, please feel free. Sure, let me start at the back. Just state your name and your address for the record.
Thanks. Linda, Lynda, Newman, Newman, Tier, Teer, no hyphen. Address 8 West Summerfield Ave, 08108. I've long observed, I and my neighbors have long observed traffic speeds above 25 on Haddon from Pacific easily through Garfield Avenue. And I've been speaking to neighbors for quite some time, and I have a lot of agreement that traffic speeds tend to be excessive, particularly where there is no functional slowing down of traffic. It is an easy ride from Browning, let's say, the light, breeze on through, go over 25. Based on my casual observance, 25, let's say about 25 hours of my observance, I'm semi-retired. I've seen basically 1 in 5 cars. And that's just me, but a lot of other people have seen the same thing. People love to floor it just a little, and not everyone, but enough to make it dangerous. I'd say roughly 1 in 5 vehicles go over 25. And being a driver of 45 years, I know the speed limit. So thank you. I wanted to see if the borough might consider a long-term solution to perhaps better controlling traffic speeds on Haddon Avenue. Thank you.
I appreciate you coming.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to just pass it off to the chief real quick, just about, speeding on Haddon Avenue. I guess it's a.
So we received a similar complaint, and because of that, we deployed our radar board out there, which collects traffic data for us, so that we can really determine the magnitude of the issue if there is one, and the times of that occurrence, so that we can adequately address it and target enforcement. So that message board is out there. It's been there now for about a week and a half. I'm going to leave it out there for 2 to 3 weeks, collect the data, and multiple traffic plan to help with enforcement.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
thank you.
It's a start.
Anyone else? Just name and address for the record.
Demonstration to Professional Towers. maybe on a comment that, was made on the other class. Family matter. So they don't have gardening or like this one of us who go to the whole week because of comments and. I fear for my life every time that I do. That's not that. That's not the fact that it's not that dirty. Package and coming from the contrary of the street, people don't have enough food for
Sorry.
Some of the comments was good, but not the slide, but who gets with theirs. So, I know it's a state road. Of 30 state road, and nothing is county roads. But is there any plan for the borough to come up, to work with the county and the state to improve the situation there? I also think it's, important what I think, and what the town, that access for that part for to transportation. That would bring us to the bench, I would like to hear short answers, long answers.
So I'm just gonna add one thing, and I'm gonna complicate it even more, because you mentioned the state and the county, and actually also the South Jersey Transportation Authority is actually over, has responsibility of that area as well. We talked about it, we realized that this is an intergovernmental, mess right now, that someone's gotta sort of lead the charge. So we're gonna give it a shot. I talked to the business administrator earlier today about, how we can sort of, better sort of get everyone rowing in the same direction. I agree with you that that area needs some more love and attention. I think regarding also Ferry Avenue that you mentioned, it's also an area that connects to 3 towns, because really Woodland is part of it, Camden and Collingswood. Not talking getting towards it, but when we get near there, I feel like that's another area that needs some intergovernmental, cooperation to.
And we have been aware of it, and we've been in conversation with the state, and there had been an increase in upkeep of the area. I've noticed it because I live there too. And they were keeping on top of it pretty well, and it fell away. So there's just a matter of reminding people, but like Commissioner Lewandowski said, it is a tangle of administration. So we're very aware of it.
Yeah, I'm not just talking about facts, that's occasionally against extreme.
No, there's no safe crossing, and
I think safety, for instance, by the time they are safe without pants, I'm not going shopping after work anymore. It's quite dark. It's quite easy. You can of course in good situation, you live close by there.
I live locally, yeah, and I've done that walk many times, and it doesn't feel good.
Don't even talk about social safety, because some people doesn't affect safe home.
No, I understand
But
the traffic safety.
the traffic, I think, is improved, that also school kids. I've got a lot of people who live inside of town, in the stores. I will be at the store, and I drive down from this. And a fair the station.
Yeah, I think we're all in agreement. Thank you.
First, for the call, basically.
Sure. That's right.
Richard Kerwin, 743 Maple Terrace. The great inlet on Lincoln Avenue that is at the alleyway there was upgraded some time ago. And the last couple of rainstorms we had, water gathers there, and it takes maybe 2 days until it all goes in the inlet. And I have pictures if somebody wants to see it. But if you look at that, the inlet is full of dirt. Full of dirt. And I think maybe it should be looked at because maybe we'll have strong storms after this heat wave.
Yeah, so
There's a Lincoln at Westport.
It-
the
Yeah,
end of Lincoln where the garden,
No, the Lincoln, the first block behind Sarah's store
in the
there,
alleyway before.
oh, the alleyway, right, okay.
right there. Number two was, they talk about the traffic on Adams Avenue. I don't know why they don't have some kind of blinking light there at the fire station that they can switch on when they want to get out without a problem. And there's other places in the state where they have that set up. And that would help maybe slowing down the traffic.
Oh, I see, you're talking about using, if you had a blinking light outside of the fire department, you could also use it as a traffic control for,
Or if I have to do that, people see a blinking up light and that may slow them down.
I think as much as there are solutions, we should, certainly explore them. Obviously, it's a county road, it's not always so easy. What I really love is people just to be good people and live by the law, but unfortunately, one of the reasons why we stay busy and spend taxes is because people don't do what they're supposed to do. But, understand, and that is a wide area there, and it basically uses people feel like they can go faster.
I see. And I walk down to my doctor in that area, and across the highway there at the school. And they just zoom by.
Thank you. Any other comments for the? Okay. Our next meeting will be Monday, October 2nd.